Aloha, friends and neighbors. Rollin Frost here, Kona astrologer. Got an interesting show for you today. We're going to find out where the planets are next week, what's going on in the sky, which oftentimes mirrors what's going on in your life. That's why we call it the sky mirror. There it is. So we're going to do the sky mirror. No fact, it's not causal. That's the idea. It's a mirror. We're going to cover the first week in July, program 1126. And what's going on? Well, one thing is Mercury is opposing Mars. These things happen kind of quick, but in this case, Mercury usually is oftentimes kids, and Mars, of course, can be big brother. So here's a kid annoying his big brother, and I'm like, kid, you could get swatted. There could be angry words here. Yeah, the moon hits this Saturday at noontime, coming right up for you. So don't argue. Oh, I got Scott Pruitt's chart, Leo rising. More on that later. Sheesh, I can't think about him. Bums me out. Here's your sky. What's it look like? Well, right away you can see that. In fact, if you're on a Thursday show on the 28th, Mars stopped and went retrograde on the 26th. So he's in a rage. You've got to have some impatience and angriness within you, and you'll see it outside you. When it comes up inside you, ask yourself what you're protecting. Mars is a protector. He wants to protect, not get angry like the god of war. So when you're impatient or angry, it's your Mars. Doesn't know how or what, or he's confused. Just keep asking the question, what am I protecting? What am I protecting? What am I protecting? As soon as you see it clear, bang, it's gone. The famous instance was when my fourth son, Michael, was real young, and I was doing this work, and I had this thing here, and I was all intense working on this chart, and that little 3-year-old comes over and starts to nudge it and play. I said, "No, stop that, Michael. Shh, don't do that." And he does it some more. He's stubborn. "No, don't do that." He's Scorpio rising. He does it. Don't. I'm getting ticked. My Mars is going off. I'm going to go and reach over there, and I'm going to give him a famous knuckle on the head. And I said, "Wait a minute. What am I protecting? What am I protecting? What am I protecting? Oh, this silly thing." And I just moved it out of his reach in an instant. The anger and irritation was gone. Nice little boy. I was almost a little crazy with Mars for a little bit there, because my Mars was he was confused. So it works on the little stuff too. Impatience, angriness. Whenever your Mars is overheated and he's not being a good Mars, ask yourself that question. And you might have to on Saturday. I'm sure you will, or something. So, okay, we got the pattern of planets. The other one I drew kind of large is Jupiter, because he's very strong in the consciousness. He went direct, is going direct, July 10th. So that's, about 12 days from where you're at. So he'll get stronger and stronger. Lightning bolts of truth and thunder. He's the great benefic. And so you can get insights, flashes of, this is the lawyer professor. Da-da-da-da, the professor said. Aha, the students say, we see it clear. Da-da-da-da, the lawyer says. And the jury says, oh, now we understand. Jupiter loves throwing those lightning bolts of truth and insight. And they happen fast. Now he's trining Neptune. Very nice. So religious, colorful inspiration, very artistic. The sun here is going through Cancer from 8 to 17 degrees. So it's going to hit the trine to Jupiter about 5 days from you. And then 3 days later, the trine to Neptune. Oh boy. So you got a week of wonderful enlightenment kinds of things going on. Now this is a grand trine. Some people could get away with stuff here. You know, I can't believe that Scott Pruitt just said asbestos, we're not going after the old asbestos. It was another fallacy. Oh my God. My Mars is coming out. I'm starting to get really angry, at some of these politicians and some of their stuff. Anyway, not now. Sorry. Sorry. Let's take a look at it. The moon goes around the edge of this planetary pattern, and as it does, it makes angles, squares, and trines. Hang-ups are squares, trines are letting go. You need both in your world. A couple of oppositions here. You go back 3 days ago. Here's the sun at 8 degrees. 2 or 3 days ago for you, the sun opposed Saturn. Yes. And there was a full moon a day and a half ago for you. It was on the planet Saturn. So this guy, Saturn, the manager, supervisor, the sobering effect, the guy, the politician, the manager, is very big in consciousness, and he's a little bit lunatic-like. He's overly wobbly. What full moon does is it makes things kind of loony, and so some of the managers and politicians are going to get real shiny big faces and overly emotional, and it's a lunatic. You'll see. You got a whole month of it. It's going to be fun. But anyway, if you're on a Thursday show, in the morning you had lightning bolts of truth. In the afternoon you had religious, artistic inspiration. And you had discovery Thursday night. If you're watching the show, I hope I'm discovering something for you. We're discovering this is a mirror. And the characters are well known. I mean, we know who these guys are. This is Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio. He's a detective. He's Sherlock Holmes. The moon's going to go by Pluto. You can either get, kabug, a little panicky if it hits your chart bad, or you can delve into it deeper and go under the surface. What do you mean sulfur dioxide is dangerous? Hell, there's no SO2 in the air. No, it all combines over the volcano. It's just shabai. It's silliness. Same for VOG. VOG won't hurt you. It's just ammonium sulfate. But it's hysterical right here now. And this panicky, hysterical feeling. You need to go back and dig into it more. Do the research. The internet is wonderful. Find some experts. And that's Thursday night's the time to do it. I'm going to do some VOG stuff for you shortly. I don't care. It's my profession. Friday, the moon's still in Capricorn. It hits the evening area. Here's Mercury. And, we got squares to Uranus. Hard to talk. Interruptions in communication, transportation. Friday night. On Saturday, the moon's going to go by Mars. There it is in the middle of the day, even before lunch. It'll hit a little early, a little late, depends on your chart and your location, somewhat. But, boy, get the kids out of the way. Big Brother is raging. Words will set him off. Somebody like Trump has Mars rising. The wrong words, oh boy, you go into a rage easy. And this is Mars in Aquarius, a fixed air sign. Once he gets heated up, he's like a furnace. He won't slow down. So avoid the war Mars. Find the fireman. He's the good guy Mars. Saturday. Having a party, overdoing it, too much clowning around Saturday night, 9-10 o'clock, the moon squares Jupiter. It's in Aquarius. On Sunday morning, between breakfast and lunch, the moon here is not happy. It's opposing Venus. And little sisters, girlfriends, love life, all of it went lousy Sunday morning. Don't take the sexy girl to church with you. Sunday, you won't like Venus for some reason. During the morning, don't know why. On Monday, the moon shifts into Pisces, and all the vibes change. And look, they all go blue. I do blue colors for trines and sexts, and red colors for squares and oppositions. When you see all these red colors here, you know that this period, from Friday afternoon all the way through Sunday, it's got stress and tension and difficulties with it, and fires and anger and fights too. But when you get to here, look at all the blue. These are trines and sextiles. Isn't that nice? Starts Monday morning. A trine to Uranus, brotherhood, technical ability pops up. A sextile, I mean. Yeah, then there's a nice sextile to Saturn. Got organized Monday afternoon. Reality. Yeah. On Tuesday, the moon's still in Pisces. You're going into the Neptune zone. There's mighty Neptune. Starts with a trine to Jupiter. Truth and wisdom. Study this. The lawyers and professors are out. It hits Neptune after lunch. And there's a dreamy quality to this. Colors and art and music colors get brighter, music gets better, religion, all these unseen things, your knowledge about things that you can't see. That's what Neptune is about. Pisces, rules Pisces. So a lot of deception about it all. People take advantage. I call them doctor, priest, artist, musician. And those guys are all selling you a bunch of stuff that isn't quite what you think. Ha ha ha. But a lot of truth will come out over it all. Maybe the drug thing. Maybe they'll finally get it straight about Roundup. It's not the glyphosate, it's the additives. Discovery happens Tuesday night after you get through with all your inspiration and dreamy qualities. And, Tuesday, late Tuesday night, about midnight. Stay up a little bit. Here's it. Sherlock Holmes has something to tell you. Wednesday, you still feel the nice vibes that happened to you Monday, Tuesday. And it continues through until, about dinner time. And then the moon shifts into Aries right here. And whoops, feels different. It all closes in on us here Thursday morning. The moon squares Saturn. Uh-oh, I got money, I got time, I got responsibilities. It's a little depressing. But look at here. In the middle of Thursday, here's Mars and Mercury. And those guys they made up. They're having fun, the kids and Big Brother. There's energy. It's good for sports. Yeah. As you go into Friday, the moon's still in Aries. It makes a square to Pluto. You don't like Sherlock Holmes. A sense of panickiness. And is that Pele happening again? July 9th? Doggone it. Let me see. I know that it all happened on my June 6th prediction, just like I said, because I'm on the 7th here now, talking about Pele and Pluto. And we had a big earthquake, and all the volcano things started going more. Gas emissions went down a bit. There's more fresh lava. And the whole thing ramped up, just as it's supposed to on the 3/4 moon, as I predicted. Now, remember last week's show at all, I figured it could calm down here. But here, in the middle of August, I found another hit from Pluto. Yeah. Pluto in the midheaven, public stuff. And with the August 4th thing on Neptune, this looks like there could be another problem period. Pele could serve us up another mess. We shall see. But in thinking about that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the hazards. Anyway, back to you here on Friday. Investigate. No, you'll have trouble doing it. It'll scare you. Friday night, look, here's a nice trine to Venus. She's in Leo. Dress up and go out with somebody you love. You'll enjoy it. Friday night, you deserve some enjoyment. Take a break. Saturday morning, the moon is in the zone of Uranus. Yeah, it happens kind of early. Get up early. Go out and talk to birds and be eccentric and unusual. You will love what comes up because it gets organized. And you'll have scientific solutions come up. And their work, it's all solid. Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, evening, it kind of breaks up a little bit. Here's the Mars thing. Some anger and impatience going on around dinner time. Bad words, late Saturday night. So, the early part, good. Brotherhood. The last half of Saturday, ugh. Fighting and bad words. Sunday, the moon's still in Taurus. And you're going to catch a nice Neptune sextile. And a Pluto trine. See, there's an opposition to Jupiter. Oh, that was late Saturday night. at 13. So you got past that late Saturday night. The clowns kept you up, clowning around. So Saturday, we got the good part. We got Neptune and Pluto. And there's some special information coming our way. Sunday, good time for, investigate religious stuff some more. This is a really good time to do it. How do you separate myths from real religion? What is religion? Is it Neptune? Jesus would say. Well, Uranus, has to do with a higher consciousness. Intellectual religions like Buddhism. Neptune has to do with the swirling, colorful, not too sure about all of this religions, the Abrahamic stuff, some of the other colorful things. And we had 2,000 years of Neptune governing our religion. Now we're going to have 2,000 years of Uranus governing religion. It's the age of Aquarius. It's just changing over. And the people who run religion, these Pisces Neptune characters, got a privileged place. They're not going to let go easily. But they do make good music and colorful stuff, and that's what you should go for Sunday morning on the 8th.